So as I said before, the Oxide is very good for kick, really good for bass, and really good for sub bass. Those are the channels that it really stars on. It's got a yes, we do. Yes, you certainly get the PDFs, and it'll be in the portal along with the videos. So the Oxide, yeah, no need to take notes. Just relax, everyone. Very good for kick, bass, and sub bass. That's where the Oxide, I think, really stars. And it's got two kind of EQ curves. One is English and one is British. And these EQ curves, they're pre-emphasis. Typically, you have to EQ the signal going into the tape so it sounds good coming off of the tape, because tape is so non-linear. There's a lot of tricks, when it comes to tape machines. Usually there's 2 or 3 heads, and there's a playback head and there's a record head, and there's all kinds of calibrations to get it to record in a linear fashion, and then there's all kinds of calibrations to get it to reproduce in a linear fashion, and those 2 calibrations are separate. So in order to try to standardize this a little bit, there were these sort of agreed to EQ curves, and we'll see this on all the machines, and this one is no different. So this one has 2 different sort of sounds, a bright sound, an English sound, and a darker American sound. And like I said, these emphasis or pre-emphasis EQs, they sound different on every machine. So you can't just assume, you gotta taste, which is fun. It looks to me like it has to have been a 2-inch machine for sure. And how many channels it was, I don't know. It has 2 tape speeds, 7.5 inches per second and 15. So the faster the tape spins, the better high-end response. And it also creates a shift in this low frequency bump that tape creates. And 15 and 30 are really the stars. Those are the 2 that everyone really uses the most. 15 is sometimes darker and fatter, and 30 is cleaner and brighter. That's typical, but it depends on the machine. For example, on the Studer, as a go-to, I like 30 inches per second. Just has the best sound to me. On the ATR, 15 inches per second is the king. For whatever reason, that machine and that tape speed really works the best. So they give us 2 tape speeds here, 15 and 7.5 and 15. I don't know when you would use 7.5 unless you're doing something really retro and you want it to sound really retro, because it's pretty dark and it's not as dynamic. I haven't found a use for it yet. Not to say that I won't, but I haven't. So that's the Oxide. Very simple.